Welcome back, kids, to another video on the Maserati GT. In today's video we're going to switch out the central air unit. I got these from Scooter Rear Parts, so be sure to visit their website. I'm not sponsored by them, but they do offer super competitive prices on Ferrari and Maserati parts, which is why I went to them instead of like a dealership or something. All their parts are genuine. You see the genuine box right there. I have the part in my hand. Yeah, I'm trying to do everything. It's pretty windy out right now. In the last video, if you're joining me again, we replaced this left-hand light switch on the last one. It wasn't working. So with this, I had to replace it because this is broken. It broke off literally like a day after I got it. And then it seems like this vent right here, if you guys can see that, is taped up, and I'm assuming it's broken. And then the chrome here is kind of bad too. I'm going to replace it with a new one. Got this for like around $100. Gotta take this off with using a prying tool, kind of attached to the car, just like this. Obviously you have to be careful because, see, I don't care about this air vent, so which is why I'm being so rough with it, because I have a new one that I'm replacing it with. But if you don't want to damage your air vent, make sure you use, don't do what I'm doing. I'm doing it in a faster way. But what I did here is I pried under here, and then now it's popped off a little bit, and now I'm just gonna try. There we go. Got it from that side. There we go. And that's the piece right there. All the little prongs. It's a pretty solid piece, so it looks like the bottom part of this carbon fiber is all sheet metal, and then they overlaid it with carbon fiber, so it doesn't look like it'll break that easily. We exposed the air vent, so looks like there's 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3 screws right there. And it's gonna be using the same Allen wrench from the other side, the 532. So let's take this off right now. Word of caution while you're doing this, look, you can easily scratch this because if you own a Maserati GT, you know how weird this material is. This was already here, but you do want to be careful so that you don't scratch the top of the infotainment system. Now that we've taken all 3 of the screws off, all you have to do is just pry from the top and then lift up. There we go. Yes, and of course I'm being really rough with this because I really don't, this one doesn't really matter anymore. But you do want to be careful because the clock is attached to the central air vent. And now we revealed the back, and of course the clip powering up the clock right there. So we screwed all 4 of those little screws right there, and then that's it. And there you have it. I have the new one all set in. I screwed in the 4 screws right here. I plugged it back into the back right there, and now it's trying to do this all with one hand, try to put this in. So all these little things, at least these 2 go behind, and then there's also a tab on the top right here that I have to insert this thing into. To get this in, it was a little bit difficult than getting it out. Getting it out, I kind of did just force it out because I didn't really care about the older one. Since I'm not keeping it, probably most likely gonna just throw it away or something. But this is the new one right here. And to get this in, I did have to unscrew these a little bit, just so that it's a little tab right here. Pry this forward a little bit just so that I can fit right there. Same thing on the other side, had to unscrew this a little bit. And what I did, I got my handy dandy Phillips right here and just kind of like pried it forward a little bit so it can fit back in there. And to fit this in there, it was pretty difficult. What I did first was I made sure the top was kind of like inside, tucked in, and then I try to push it up so that these tabs, while using my thumb, kind of got stuck behind in there. And then what I did after is just pried it forward and then kind of like pushed it in. And then now all that's left is just to put the 3 screws back, finish screwing back everything, and then putting this on there. So let's finish that up and then finish up the video. How to change the central air vent. Central air vent. There you go. Look at that, all nice.